What is wokeness? To say that black people have a right to be free?
Where is Ja? I need Ja Rule.
Bruh, on God, bro. Where is Ja? Where is Spike Lee? Alright, man, welcome back into another video. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who I am. You know what channel you're on. So look, today, we're watching Spike Lee on CNN. For some reason, they asked him his opinion on Ron DeSantis and the Florida Black History Standards, right? Because, you know, they're peddling, and they've been peddling the slavery was beneficial lie, saying that that's what it says in the book when that's not what it says in the book. And we're about to see what Spike Lee has to say. Does Spike Lee call out the bullshit, or does he just read from his script? Well, he's on CNN, so obviously he's going to read from the script. Otherwise, they would not have got that nigga on there. But let's get into it. We about to start it right now. Let's get it popping. Let's get it bracking.
The Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity has announced they're moving their 2025 annual convention out of Florida. The fraternity, established for African-American men, says Governor Ron DeSantis has, quote, harmful, racist, insensitive policies against the black community.
They can't tell me one. All these people, I was about to cuss. I'm doing better. I'm not going to cuss, okay? I'm not cussing. This video is going to be cuss-free, swear-free. All these motherfuckers keep saying that, but they don't tell me what policies. What policies is against me, huh? Let me know. Let me know, because I don't see none.
Said they made the decision following the state's new social studies curriculum approved just last week. Here's the part that's come under fire. Middle school students will be taught about various kinds of work enslaved black people were forced to perform.
You know what's crazy? This thing is like a 216-line curriculum. Isn't it crazy the lengths that these liberals, these people will go through just to find something to go crazy about? That means they read through every single line till they found something they could latch onto with their claws. Ain't that crazy? And this is grasping at straws. Instruction includes how slaves develop skills, which in some instances could be applied for the personal benefit. Examine the various duties and trades performed by slaves. Agriculture work, so like farming and other stuff. Painting, carpentry, tailoring, domestic service, blacksmithing, transportation. And after slavery was ended, rightfully so, some black people used the jobs that they had during slavery that they were forced to do, they used that as work if they were able to. Because, you know, still some people didn't want to hire black people. So, you know, it was hard. Still was hard. That's all it's saying. It's not saying, oh yes, black people were better off because slavery taught them. Bro, come on. That's what they're trying to frame it as, but that's not what it is. They're lying. They're liars.
Some example.
And people are believing it. Even black conservatives are believing it. It's crazy. Like crazy.
It's listed agriculture, carpentry, and transportation. And then it says this, quote, instruction includes how slaves develop skills, which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. In a moment, filmmaker Spike Lee's reaction to those new guidelines. But first, what Republican presidential candidate in Florida, Ron DeSantis, said about all this last night.
These standards really were born out of that, and these are very thorough standards done by African-American history scholars. There is no agenda here. It is just the truth, and they talk in gory detail a lot of the bad in American history, including, of course, the injustice of slavery.
But I wish I wish his team was smarter, and they would have him go on there with the screenshots of the AP African-American history course that they blocked because there's a lot of CRT and gay stuff in there. Because matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. Is this right here? This is what it says. And in that same course that then people was going crazy for. Oh my God, look, the census blocked. Oh my gosh, look. In addition to agricultural work, enslaved people learned, oh my God, specialized trades and work as painters, carpenters, tailors, musicians, and healers in the North and the South. Once free, African-Americans use these skills to provide for themselves and others. It's the same shit. They use those skills for their own personal benefit to provide for themselves and others. That's it. That's in the same one. You want proof? Look, College Board, PDF. It's in here. This is where it's from. AP African American Studies Official Course Framework Project and Exam Overview. Painters. Where is it? Look at that right here. I found it in 2 seconds. In addition, many enslaved people relied on skills developed in Africa. Yes, boom. In addition to agricultural work, enslaved people learned specialized skills. Boom. Some enslaved people were bound to institutions such as churches. Okay, yeah. Boom. Right here, EK 2.8.8.4. AP African American Studies Official Course Framework. This is real. This is real. And yet they're attacking Ron DeSantis. So look at that. Debunk that shit in 2 seconds.
So DeSantis is now saying that there's no agenda here.
I don't think he's educated about enslavement of my ancestors.
Oh my God. Oh my God. See, this is another thing that black people do that make me mad, okay? Motherfucking black people in America love to cite my ancestors. This is probably the second time in like in a month that we've heard this. If you watch the Vivek Ramaswamy on Breakfast Club with that crazy pit bull lady that was attacking him, but acted like she wasn't attacking him, what she kept saying? The country that my ancestors fought for, that my ancestors bled for. You keep invoking the name of your ancestors. You can't even name me none of them, okay? First of all. I don't know. Maybe you could, but probably not. Aside from like your great-great-grandma. Black people swear that just because they're black, they know every single thing about slavery. They know all the ins and outs. Just because you're black, that means you know better. Come on, bro. No. There's black people that don't even know who Malcolm X is, okay? Come on, bro. There's black people that can't name me 5 civil rights figures. I can name you 5. Including the 2 obvious. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Angela Davis, Huey P. Newton. You feel me? Come on, bro.
Even they did have some skills, they were still enslaved.
Duh. I'm about to turn this shit off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like to open up a business, not like they could profit from it. And another thing I'd like to say, I want to thank my wife, Tanya, because I kept using...
There are black people that are able to open up businesses after slavery, bro. What are you talking about?
...term slaves.
Which they actually use
their curriculum. You got to say enslaved.
Enslaved, yes.
It's a big, big difference.
It makes a difference because it's
not... It makes a difference.
To identify somebody as a slave.
Words are important.
This is a person who was enslaved.
And when you told me to come on your show, I had to pull my hat in because 1619, that's when enslaved African people
came to America.
Were brought to this country.
Well, before it was America.
Was stolen from Mother Africa to work the stolen land from the Native Americans. For me, I always go back.
They weren't all stolen. Some Africans sold other Africans to the white people. Okay, that's the truth. Some of them were kidnapped. Some of them were stolen. It was hard to. Matter of fact, it was hard to kidnap them too because them white people was getting sick too. They was not ready for Mother Africa. Okay, they was getting sick trying to go more inland. You know what's funny? I don't remember all the details of the story, but there was someone, I think before Christopher Columbus, that came to America and he was black. Like he was exploring. I forgot what his name was. But that's interesting. Why don't they make stories about that? Like there's all these stories that could make about black people. I'm switching topics right now, but I don't care. There's all these stories they could make about black people, but instead they take these white stories and they race swap them. They just put a paint of color. They put a black coat of paint on them. Little Mermaid, boom, black. Like, come on, bruh. You could have made an original mermaid story. You know how much mermaid folklore there is in like Caribbean stories, for example? You know, those ones are kind of scary. Like they say that they take people. But hey, a lot of the stories that Disney uses, like they come from like they're like messed up. Like there's like a horror version of them where they're darker than Disney made them. Disney like Disneyfies them. Makes it more kid-like. Anyways, let's continue. That was my tangent. Sorry.
For me, that's one of the foundations of the United States of America. The stealing of enslaved people to work the stolen land from the Native Americans and work from sun up to sundown and not be treated as human beings.
It also, I just want to read the text again of what Florida is now requiring for middle school students.
And
it says
another thing too, it's talking about now requiring. That has been taught and has always been taught. It's already been taught, bro. That's nothing new, cause that's history, bro. That's always been there. That's nothing new. It's not some new thing they just came up with because DeSantis is racist and they're trying to whitewash history. Oh my gosh, bro.
Instruction should include, quote, how...
I'm really fighting for the truth right now. Isn't that crazy? I'm really fighting for the truth. Like, bro, this is not a fight that Martin Luther King or Malcolm X had to do, for example. Because that's already common knowledge. It's already known. You know what I'm saying? Now, what their problems that they were fighting against were more overt. They're more obvious, right? Now it's like covert things that we're fighting because they've already messed up the minds of black folks. Okay, they've already corrupted black people's minds, bro. They've already pandered to them and tell them that they're victims, and tell them that everyone is out to get them, and you're not safe in America or Florida. And now they keep pushing stuff like this to confuse people, to trick people, to manipulate people, to gaslight people. It's a war of misinformation. That's what they do. A war of misinformation. It's crazy.
How slaves develop skills which in some instances could be applied for their own personal benefit.
How can it be for your personal benefit when you're treated as an enslaved person? It's not like, oh, I'm a blacksmith. Okay, I'm going to put a shingle out there. I'm going to be a blacksmith. You were owned by Mazza.
One of the arguments being made by supporters.
I don't understand why they keep saying this. Like, bro, it doesn't dispute that. Everybody knows that. The curriculum does not dispute that. Why you keep repeating it?
Is that that schools were teaching kids to hate America by teaching, the history of slavery in this country, the history.
You learn to love America by learning the truth, the good, indifferent, and bad. That's what America is.
Nobody said that shit either.
We're trying to aspire to
teaching slavery means you're gonna make kids hate white people, hate America. No, the stuff they're trying to do to make kids and make people hate white people is just the rhetoric that they use. It's the rhetoric that they use. They try to frame this idea that white people are bad inherently. You dig what I'm saying? That's what they keep trying to frame that. But that's people that are personally doing that. I haven't seen nothing textbook wise that pushes that, but I've seen people's rhetoric that pushes that, and it's weird. Like, bro, niggas can't just chill, bro. Bro, growing up, bro, black friends, white friends, Spanish friends, Asian friends, everybody chilling, bro. Everybody chilling. Even the country folk was cooling. You know, maybe there'd be one or two that be on some fuck shit, but other than that, everybody chilling, bro. Everybody most people had a mixed friend group. That is what it is, bro. But they keep trying to paint this narrative that they're just trying to make us hate each other and fight all the time and live in fear. Because if we're in fear, if you're constantly in an emotional state, who can control you? The state. The Democrats. Republicans use fear mongering too, though. They say certain stuff to make people scared, but as of lately, bro, past couple years, it's just been a lot more on the Democrat side doing that shit, bro, because they see that they're losing the upper hand. Fox News, when Tucker Carlson's on there, and I think still, even without him on there, their ratings, their viewings, was far past CNN, MSNBC, all them other ones. So, they're scared. They're losing money, and they feel like they're losing influence. And, Trump, too, is scared of Trump.
Dream, but we've not reached there, what Dr. King talked about. But you cannot look straight ahead and not see what's happening to you.
And isn't that funny too, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. Every time, never fails. Instead of bringing on, let's say, like a black scholar who worked on this curriculum, they bring on a goddamn entertainer. A goddamn black entertainer, whether it be a musician, a rapper, an actor, in this case, a director. Why did they bring Spike Lee on here for? Who the fuck cares what Spike Lee thinks about this shit? Bruh, that reminds me of Dave Chappelle, bruh. With Ja Rule. Who cares what Ja Rule thinks? Hold on. I gotta look at that shit up now. Hold on. I gotta look it up now. Hold on.
Yeah, man, they would. But I'm like, For real, why you care so much what the Dixie Chicks say? It's not like they political scientists and nothing. They just bitches, they can sing good. You know what I mean? Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't pay attention. I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. We got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. You think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this. Where is Ja? I need Ja Rule.
Bruh, on God, bro. Where is Ja? Where is Spike Lee? Come on, bruh. Ain't nobody was thinking about this dude, bruh. Oh my gosh, why can't you bring on a black person who's an academic, huh? They bring on white academics all the time, right? Or they bring on white military people all the time, right? But no, when it comes to black people, strictly entertainers, that's it. Because that's all they think black people are good for. An athlete, a musician, or an actor. Or a director. In a movie, entertainment field. That's all they think black people can do. Tap, dance, and clap our hands and entertain the white man. That's all they think we can do. That's what they think of black people, bro. That's what they think of black people. I swear. Look at it. It's right in front of your very eyes.
I think you're right.
Like, this is such a horrendous thing that they're pushing. They're trying to whitewash history. Why not bring on a black academic that knows about this stuff? And to add to the other note, when I said they just only bring on entertainers, an addendum I'm adding to it. Activists too. They bring on the black activists as well. The ones that don't do shit and are paid by them.
How can you, if you're talking about the history of this country, United States of America, how can you just like a pun, white out enslavement? How can you do that?
What the fuck? Nobody's doing that.
Ron DeSantis was taking advice from you. What would you tell him?
He's not. The thing about, here's the thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I'm a tenured professor of film at NYU Graduate Film School, and my students say, what if? I said, I don't like that word if. I mean, like, I don't go by if. Me and him never gonna meet. We ain't gonna talk about nothing. So,
maybe you'll be invited down to teach a course.
To where?
I'm
gonna say Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago. Well, you could teach a course there too.
Well, I teach cinema, so I want to thank you for having me on this show, because this is some really dangerous stuff that this governor, and is he doing it for his presidential race?
Yo, he don't know, bro. He don't know shit. He just saw the headline, bro. He just saw the headline and then that's it. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm about to say something. Shut up and dribble. Shut up and make your movies, bro. Because you don't know what you're talking about. God damn. Stuff like this really like hits at your faith in the truth, bro. Like, but it's politics. It's what they do. They play dirty. But still, it's like, bro, like, if they can just get anybody to say this stuff, this is, some movie director. Like, not some movie director. Spike Lee is a great movie director, bro. He got some classics, bro. Pulp Fiction, for example. That's number one, bro. But it's like, they can get somebody like that. Look how somebody who, he is an auteur, right? He makes stories. He creates stories. And me, myself as a aspiring storyteller, right? Stay tuned for that. It just makes you go like, damn, like, humans really are not perfect, bro. We're not infallible. Because if you could be misled by something like this, imagine being misled by something else and you make a movie about it. And now that movie is tainted with your misconception. And now everyone, and let's say it's a good movie and it goes crazy, everybody watches it. Now everybody sees this movie and they take in and internalize this misconception. which I'm sure has happened before. I can't think of an example on top of my head. But it's like, think about stuff like that. Now think about that on like a personal scale, a smaller scale, like teachers. Imagine a teacher who is teaching sees these headlines and they just believe it, don't even look into it for real, and now they lose their mind. But like, think about it practically. Like, bro, what would you say instead of this? Okay, after slavery, what did the slaves do? Some of them had to go back on the plantations. Yeah, that's in school. That's sharecropping. Yeah. But what? That's it? That's all you gonna say? Oh yeah, they still were slaves. They never excelled. They never propelled themselves upwards by themselves, despite the trials and tribulations. They never made it up. They never made it out of their circumstance. Is that what you're gonna teach? What? Is that it? Huh? That black people can't do nothing without what? For themselves? No. That's what they want you to think. Let's finish this shit, man.
I don't know, but it's ill time, ill thought, and it's not the truth.
When he talks about, Florida's where woke goes to die, that woke corporations are a problem, wokeness has infiltrated every
What is
aspect.
wokeness? To say that black people have a right to be free
Oh my God.
and not be shot down by police or any other people? That's what woke means? We can't march in the streets and say Black Lives Matter? We can't do that? I don't understand what
You don't know
woke
that?
means. And it's a catchphrase, which is caught on with the people who believe like that. And I think it's dangerous. I think it's dangerous.
Spike Lee, thank you.
My brother.
I appreciate it always.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll tell you what woke means, Spike Lee. I'll tell you what that means. Woke, when people say woke, some people do take that shit too far and they just see, like, they get triggered. Like, they see anything that resembles something that's woke and they just, they're insufferable. And there's people that capitalize on that shit on YouTube and social media for the algorithm. And there'll be things that are definitely not woke and they just say, oh, look, it's woke. So I agree with that, right? There's people that, LARP on it because they're trying to make bread. So that's annoying. But when somebody like me, someone that's acting in good faith and not bad faith, when I say woke, I'm talking about pieces of entertainment or even companies, they do things just to fit a social agenda, even if it's not necessarily the truth. Even if it's not necessarily the truth. I'll give you an example, right? Little Mermaid. They made her black for a reason. Because they wanted to be more diverse. They changed the story because why? Because they want to be more diverse. They want to update it for a modern audience. So what does that mean? That means the prince can't come and save her. And, we need a black female lead. Because too many white people are in lead roles. That's what I mean by woke, where they change the story, not in the spirit of telling a good story, but in the spirit of appeasing to ESG and appeasing to people or companies like BlackRock, Vanguard, Larry Fink, them people, right? That's what being woke is. That's being woke. Where you're not changing stuff you're not telling a story just for the spirit of telling a story. Like, I'll give you an example. Little Mermaid, definitely woke. That new Snow White shit that they're doing, definitely woke. That live action Mulan they did, definitely, that was terrible. Definitely woke. They changed the whole story of Mulan. Bruh, now she's magic and she's just perfect just because she's perfect. Well, in the original story, she wasn't perfect. She had to train and work hard to keep up with the men and end up saving everybody. That's a good ass story. That's a hero story. It's like, that's the other thing with this woke shit, bro. They take away the hero's journey where you're just perfect off rip. It's like this weird affirmation stuff that you generally see with females. It's female behavior where, girl, you're just perfect just how you are. You don't need to change. You don't need to work hard. You don't need to, you don't need to do anything to yourself. You just come as you are. You're perfect as you are. That's the shit that, but as a man, the hero's journey really reflects how men see themselves, right? And women see themselves like that too, but not all women. Like, they don't really push that mindset on women. Where it's like, you start here, you train, you work hard, you figure things out, you make things happen till you get up here and you're able to do what you got to do. That's the hero's journey. That's why a lot of young boys, for example, like anime, because a lot of anime is about a boy or a man that may or may not feel disenfranchised. Like he started off here, and through hard work and through trials and tribulations and through dealing with trauma, they're able to be up here and reach their goals and be strong, protect their friends, protect their family. You know what I'm saying? That's a real story. That's real shit that resonates with people. And not just men, it resonates with women too. Because anyone on this earth, regardless of gender, can understand that sentiment where you might be at the bottom of the totem pole and there's something that you want in life. You have to work hard to achieve your goals. Anybody can relate to that. Is that generally boys relate to that a little bit more based off stuff just based off behaviors. And I'll give you an example of something that's not woke, right? Spider-Verse. Ooh, oh my gosh, featuring a black Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Oh my gosh, is that woke? Is it woke? No, it's not. Because they focus on him as a character. Him and his journey as a character. They focus on the story. The story is good. Both of them movies, beyond Into the Spider-Verse and Across Spider-Verse, 10 out of 10 movies, bro. 10 out of 10. It would have did more if Americans weren't so if they weren't so apprehensive. There you go. I had adhesive. It's glue, nigga. They weren't so apprehensive to animation and size like little kid stuff. But Across made a lot of money. Well-made films, shout out to all the people that animated that, bro. They worked hard. But that's something that's not woke, and everybody liked that stuff. Everybody liked that movie. Everybody liked it. So, anyways, people don't really know what it means because it's not really black people, especially not young black people that talk about this stuff. A lot of the people that just talk about stuff is like white dudes, white people. Yeah, it's not really too much black people, that be talking about it. Because, black people, especially black people my age, we're more consumers, bro. We're very much consumers. We're not really too much like on mass. We're not too much like seeing shit for what it is. Except if it becomes like a black issue and then look what the white man's trying to do. But like they don't really, and the ones that do see stuff the way I see stuff, bro, they don't really have platforms for real. Like I can't really think of one for real. Not Sneeko crazy. Young Don is cool, but I don't know what that man been up to. I don't know. I don't really watch him like that. Other than that, black people that especially my age and they have a platform, they focus on getting to the bag and being entertaining and entertain the audience. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a role to play. But talking about this stuff is risky because look what happens when you talk about this stuff. The video we just did, Joy Reid, CNN, MSNBC, Anderson Cooper, all these people, they will go out of the way their way to slander you and to try to make it seem like you're crazy. Even if you're in their target demographic, like me, I'm black. I'm a young black man. I'm Gen Z. So in their eyes, I should be listening and agreeing to everything they say and be a fucking puppet. But I'm not. I have a brain and I use it. Hey man, that was the video, bro. I still had other ones in the pipeline, but I had to do this first to get it out the way because this shit was just... It's blowing my mind. But hey, if you liked the video, or if you didn't like the video, let me know in the comments down below. Cuss me out in the comments. I don't care. YouTube be deleting them stuff anyway. Like on one of the videos, bro, if I look at it, it says 23 comments, but I open the comments, I only see 3. I don't know what's going on, bro. And they don't show up in the hidden comments. I don't know what's going on. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell down below. Join the Discord, link in the description box below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Yeah.